Yo, what's going on with y'all? Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make better piano melodies. This video was suggested by my boy Kevin in my Discord. Shout out Kevin. If you're not in the Discord, make sure y'all join the Discord. First link in the description. Like I said in my last video, it's basically all pure networking. Y'all could talk to each other, do studio sessions with each other in that Discord, send loops to each other, find graphic art, all that. But with that being said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's try to get 20 likes by the day this video is published. So the 11th, let's try to hit 20 likes. That's a crazy goal for me, but I think we could do it. Like I told y'all, I'm really coming in crazy every week. I just gotta finish these last 2 weeks of my college semester and then I'll be good for 3 months, you feel me? All right, so I'm gonna play the loop. So I have 2 files. This is just like where I made the loop, and then I got another file with like the drums. But I'm just gonna show you how the loop was played. I just got a new hard drive, so my vocal samples are gone. I gotta re-download them, but I was too lazy. But I'm gonna just play out the loop that has the vocal in it because the file doesn't have it, as you can see right here. So for my first set of advice I could give y'all to make better piano melodies, I already said this before, but y'all gotta play with MIDI keyboards. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first started making loops, I thought it was hard as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I just kept practicing, especially with this quarantine. I know we're kind of coming to the end of this quarantine, so it's gonna be a little tough. When I started taking the keys serious and started really learning, this was like the beginning of quarantine, so I was putting in like 5-6 hours a day, like 7 days a week. I was going crazy. But y'all can still do that, you know what I'm saying? If you really want it, you could do it, you know? But yeah, that's my first piece of advice, is to play it on a MIDI. Only because with a MIDI, when you get yourself a MIDI, you're able to play the notes out at the same time instead of having to just, you know what I'm saying, click it in. Because for me personally, I don't really see, I can't create ideas when I'm just clicking shit in. I have to play my keyboard. But I mean, if you can still create ideas like while clicking it in, that's totally fine too. But I just prefer hearing a MIDI because it sounds more realistic and I'm able to get more ideas down with it because I'm not clicking shit in. But for y'all that are clicking notes in, I highly suggest you use these steps right here, especially 1/4 and 1/6. And then press Alt S and Alt R to randomize and strum. Like I said, I don't really use that method. I used to though. Back when I was thinking like, oh, I don't want to play the keys like that. I used to do that all the time back before I had a MIDI. And then once I picked up a MIDI, I just noticed that everything got a lot easier, especially when it came down to creating ideas. So I don't know, I'd highly recommend you get a MIDI, but I know some people can't afford it. That's cool too, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying, click it in, Alt R, Alt S. Don't leave your chords unstrummed or at the same velocity, especially for like emotional loops, because it's just not gonna sound good. And you could tell it's robotic. Like I'm gonna give y'all an example. I'm just gonna put it back to 1/2. I have it on half a beat right now, and then I'm just gonna press Control Q to quantize it. Like, it just sounds trash when it's like this because it sounds too robotic. So I'm gonna play it over here. It doesn't sound that bad, but to my ears, I know when someone clicks it in because it sounds robotic. I don't know, that's just something for me though. But like compare that to like this, where I played it on the keys, I feel like it's much more realistic. And like you could actually feel that I played it. I don't know, that's just how I feel. Second thing I can tell you, use chord inversions. Before, I didn't know what the hell chord inversions were, and then I watched Piano. Shout Shout out piano. I learned how to practice chord inversions, and ever since then, almost all my loops have chord inversions with them and suspended chords. My third tip when it comes down to chords, I know a lot of y'all not gonna agree with this, but I recommend you learn some music theory. You don't even gotta, you know what I'm saying, graduate from the Art Institute with a PhD in music, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta learn the basics. Like, I would recommend you learn the number system, which is real simple. Oh, I'd also recommend you learn major scales, because once you learn major scales, minor scales are the same thing. It's just the relative minor. So yeah, like I said, you don't really gotta learn that much theory, but a little bit of theory will go a long way. And I don't want to hear, so the people that say like you don't need theory, you just use your ears, you're still using theory. I don't know who came up with that, but yeah, as long as you know like the number system, because the number system will get you a long way. Like rod wave progressions, that's an easy 6-5-4 in the major scale. But yeah, learn just a little bit of theory. For my top melodies, the only advice I could really give you along with just learning theory is just really humming or singing your notes while playing it, because like I said, I play this all on keyboard. I don't click it in. If you tune into my live streams, you know that I always be singing stuff, because like I don't know, that's just what helps me catch a little flow with it. But all I do is just freestyle my top melodies. I just put on the metronome and then just keep playing it on loop until I come up with something and then record it out. So I'm gonna play y'all the top melody. So yeah, my top melody for this one, it's not that complicated, just a couple notes. And like I said, where it comes back to you getting a MIDI. Personally, I don't think I would have created this while clicking it in. I've seen a lot of people make crazy melodies with clicking it in. It's all up to you, it's all preference. So I'm gonna play the chords and the top melody for y'all real quick. Alright, so for my bass guitar, I played it on my MIDI again. Like I said, everything in this loop I played on my keyboard because I just find it easier and I get my practice in. You could click it in for your bass guitar, but I just like the way it flicks on the MIDI. So I'm gonna play like bass for y'all. So yeah, how that sounds with the chords, it sounds like this. Next was just some effects that I added just to give the melody a little oomph, you know? Finally is the organ, just in contact. Oh yeah, by the way, this is contact grandeur, this is grandeur, this is just a bass guitar, and then this is just my organ. Now y'all can't flame me because I don't show the sounds. All right, so for the organ roll, this is what it sounds like. All I did was just freestyle the organ, and then I just added a little organ, and then I just added a little roll to it. And if you don't know how to do this, little organ roll, basically all you do is just slide your hand up from the bottom of your MIDI, so all the white notes, just slide it up. I had way more though. I had a lot more notes, but I didn't like the way it sounded, so I just cut out a lot of it. And yeah, that's how you make that. Now for the mix of each sound, I really didn't do too much for the mix, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just added effect track. Nope. I just added a reverb, EQ to the piano, an EQ to the bass. This is what I added for my vocal: chorus, phaser, filter, and reverb. And then for the organ, all I added was just a reverb and an EQ. But anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. If y'all did enjoy this video, make sure y'all hit that like button. let's try to hit 20 likes the day this comes out, so the 11th. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, comment so you could help the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? Join my Discord, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, with that being said, I'm out.